At one time, from the alley right there up to this street, there was 5 houses when I moved over here. Now they're just me. I worked in my dad's coal mine when I was 11 years old, and I've worked ever since. Pick and shovel, belly over, and everything.
The Sandusky, Newark, and Somerset Railroad made it to Shawnee in 1872, and that was the start of the town. It thrived and became kind of the cultural center for the mining area here, the Hocking Valley coal fields.
This was the old firehouse, and that council room was upstairs. Long, long time ago.
And since 1930 and the onset of the Depression, we've been in decline.
We were selling radios when they were battery operated. You know, we started selling televisions when they were invented. So I've watched the population of this one block of Main Street go from probably somewhere around 40 to 50 people down to something like teen, maybe, if even that, maybe less than 10 on this one block.
Yeah, I sit back and think of when I was a kid, how fun it was in town, and I love the little small towns. We used to have the post office. I can still remember. You used to go in, you know, and he'd let you get the mail, and we had the dairy freeze, you know, and the libraries. Actually, 2 of them. I know where the first one and the second one used to be, and you know, they've took them out, and there's nothing to do anymore.
There's just not a whole lot here. You travel for about anything that you want.
To me, it looks like it's turning into a ghost town to me. I mean, here before long.
We've been left with this legacy of boom to bust mineral extraction, and the owners of that were not from here, so they took the money and the wealth and left us with what was left over. And so we've been spending, you know, damn near a century cleaning up after them and trying to recover from that.
In Ohio, there's 1,300 stream miles that are impacted by acid mine drainage from abandoned coal mines. People aren't going to want to move here if we don't have clean water. And it's just a critical need that everyone has. And right now, we don't have clean water in all of our streams. It's a false bottom. It's not solid. So this is actually the iron precipitate that's coming out of the mine. And what we have to do if we want to treat this, because it's a constant problem, so it's not something that we can just plug this up, because then you'll have the water backing up in the mine, and there's enough pressure that it will come out somewhere else. So what we do down the road is we have a doser that has that lime material. It's crushed limestone, and it's very alkaline, so it's basic. It has a high pH. We're mixing it with a low pH water, and what we end up with is we're neutralizing that acid, and then we're allowing the iron to fall out faster. It won't always look like this. This site might always look like this, but downstream it looks 1,000 times better.
So the whole region is trying to figure a new economic future around our assets. We're surrounded now by the Wayne National Forest, which is Ohio's only national forest, and we're home state headquarters for the Buckeye Trail Association. So we're turning our sights on outdoor recreation, cultural heritage tourism, the arts, and we have this wonderful Main Street that needs to be saved for future generations, and I want there to be enough activity and people here to keep that alive and make it benefit the people who do live here.
And that's like where we got the new mayor, Renee. She's trying. We're having more things like the second Saturdays and trying to bring, you know, more stuff here into town.
our big dream is to be increasingly well preserved and attractive for not only tourists but for ourselves. So it's a pleasant place to live with cultural events going on and activities, good access to the outdoors with our hiking trails and hunting opportunities for people. So it's figuring out a way to make rural work in this new economy.
Everybody's welcome to the house without door.